everybody. Welcome to Kame House Party. I am Aaron.
And I am Vince.
And it is the universe's only improv comedy Dragon Ball watch along podcast. We're going through every episode and iteration of Dragon Ball, getting together to talk about what we saw, doing improv comedy based on what we've seen. That's the whole shebang. That's it. That's all of it.
Cut, print it. Well said.
Okay, goodbye, everyone.
Bye.
Imagine what that would be like. Okay, see ya.
We started trying to micro podcasting.
Maybe. What if this? Oh, that might be stepping on podcast mind territory.
Oh, that's true. That's true. We can't do that.
No.
They've zoned vicious. That for mining. And they are more litigious than Nintendo.
Ooh, let's not get into Nintendo being kind of bad. But let's get into this episode. But before we can do that, we have to do a little something we call Kame housekeeping to get everyone ready for the episode ahead. And the first part of Kame housekeeping is the world famous UN sanctioned 1 minute roundup. Pots and pan sounds. Clink, 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 clink. Ching. I guess.
I need 4 number 4s, 2 number 3s, and hold the shoes on the second number 3.
All right, we got you. No shoes on the second number 3. All right, cook that up. Frying up these boigas, dropping fries. Whoosh.
Okay. And now we need a number 8. We need a number 10. Hold the lady's side bag.
Wait a minute.
Yeah.
Roger, I know you're from back east, but hold the lady's side bag. Shoe is obviously the bun. Duh. Right? Common sense.
Yeah. Everybody knows that one.
Yeah. Just like, hey, stop all work, by the way. Stop work.
Oh, everybody stop.
Listen up. And I know we do Dyna Talk because it makes things easier. But hold the lady's side bag.
Yeah.
That's new to me. And I've been a kitchen veteran for nigh these 20 years.
Okay. So maybe this is, I spent a lot of time in a Jersey kitchen and you hold the lady's side bag. It just means put the sauce on the side of the big breakfast. Yeah. The
so
holiday
it's
sauce on the side.
It's specific to the big breakfast. and seed. No, look, no one wanted a whole scene of us just saying funny things and then explaining that it just means no onions.
Right. Nobody wanted that. It's too clear of a game.
That's why we laughed and ended the beginning of the 1 minute roundup, which is an improv scene to loosen or tighten our improv muscles, and we end when one of us breaks. And it leads us into the 1 minute roundup proper, which is where one of us, this time Vince, has to summarize everything we've covered in Dragon Ball thus far. I'm talking all of the original Dragon Ball, all of those baby muscled Goku episodes. I'm talking 138 episodes of Dragon Ball Z. We got movies, both canon and non. You don't have to cover anything in Super. Don't worry about those. But it's just a little bit off your plate. Scooch those 2 peas over. But this is something we do as a public service for the new listener, maybe the lapsed listener, so you know what we're going over in Dragon Ball. To catch you all up so you don't have to go back and listen to all of our old episodes or watch all of Dragon Ball. You can just come in on the latest and greatest episode. And with all of that out of the way, I can ask this very pertinent question. Vince, I stand here and then kneel on one knee. I'm opening a little box, and inside that box is a piece of paper that says, "Are you ready to round up?"
Yes, 1,000 times yes. Oh, here I go. So he collects every balls. You get to make a wish for anything you want. They're called the Dragon Balls. This story follows Goku. He's a little monkey boy. He's got a little tail. Fights a lot. He goes on a bunch of adventures to find Dragon Balls, keep them out of harm's way. He stops the Red Ribbon Army. He meets a bunch of friends like Bulma, Yamcha, Oolong, and the like. He fights in 3 Tenkaichi tournaments. He loses 2, wins 1 against the son of the Demon King that he defeated by running him through with his fist in the 3rd Tenkaichi tournament. Then 5 years later, Goku has a son named Gohan, and his brother Raditz comes from space. It's like, yo, we're bad real estate guys. You should join me. Goku says no. Then he dies fighting Raditz. Oh, 2 more Saiyans are coming to Earth, and then they have to wish Goku back to life. He runs on the state way. He gets there, fights him. And, one of those is Vegeta. Then they kill all the friends of Go Dynamic. Come back. Trunks from the future. Andrews are here. They're different though. They're stronger now. Vegeta's a Super Saiyan, gets his ass kicked. Trunks is Super Saiyan, gets his ass kicked. Goku's still sick, but now the androids, there are 3 of them. They're driving in a car going on a road trip, and Krillin's got a good idea for once. And yeah. Woo.
No, we both did it. We both can't end the timer. Someone not me end it.
This indecision. I will end it.
There we go. Vince, thank you very much for that wonderful roundup. You hit all the beats. We know that androids are different.
Mm-hmm.
They got a new firmware. Yeah, thank you. And if you would like to submit your own 1-minute roundup, challenge yourself, challenge our notions of what a 1-minute roundup could be, you can just send those over to kamehousepartypod@gmail.com. We've had a few people send them in there, and it's a lot. I assume they had fun doing it.
Mm-hmm. We certainly had fun listening to it.
I feel like you wouldn't send it in if you had a bad time.
That's right. How many 1-minute roundups were left on the cutting room floor because they didn't have a good time?
I know. Hopefully 0. And hopefully we can move on to the next part. Kame housekeeping. I don't know why I said it like that. I love all parts equally. But the next part is letting you all know that Vince and I watched 2 different versions of the episode. I watched the original Japanese language English subtitled version. Vince watched the English dub version. And we do this because it is fun to compare and contrast. It has been a tradition since day 1. And I mean, like, we're just going to keep doing what we've been doing, baby. Why change now? But the first difference between these episodes is usually the title. So Vince, will you please give us the title for your episode?
Yes, I will. And that is episode 139 of Dragon Ball Z. Unwelcome Discovery.
I have none of those words in mind.
Oh man.
But they're talking about the same thing.
Okay.
Because for my episode of Dragon Ball Z, episode 139, the original Japanese language title, roughly translated, is An Ominous Foreboding. Bulma unveils a mystery.
Ooh, that's good programming for a title, because as we'll learn, Bulma does not appear in this episode until the very, very end. So
I dare say maybe a lot of this is filler.
You don't say. I feel a bit of exposition sandwiched between 2 ridiculous scenes.
Some recapping.
One new angle on a scene that we've already seen before. But look, we're jumping ahead because, Aaron, we got to talk about this opening scene, and I'm going to this for the video folks. You're getting a gun show because Chiaotzu is cooking this episode. You know what they say? Let the man cook. Let this little boy cook ramen for Roshi, Oolong, and Turtle. Because Chiaotzu, he's got this cute little apron on, says cook on it. He's got his little chubby muscles out. Probably last we'll ever see chubby muscles in Dragon Ball Z.
he's flexing, pointing to where the soy sauce is.
Oh, it's over there.
Yep. You everyone knows that. They're they're all tasting his ramen. It's like an episode of like Master Chef or something. Finally, Roshi, he exclaims that he loves it. All the folks on the island. Turtle never says anything. He doesn't get any lines in this episode.
That's true. He's silent in this episode, just accepting of the soup.
He's just enjoying it. Turtle flavored, huh? Okay. Artificial? No?
No.
All right.
It's not like crab stick. Like I can get down with that.
Yeah. I will eat any other sea life that's not a turtle. But I guess I will also eat a turtle. Because look at Chiaotzu, he's so cute in his apron.
That is the highlight. Chiaotzu looks very cute in an apron. But you said something, and I have to ask, who else would be on like a Master Chef from Dragon Ball? Like who else is in the kitchen? Like I think we can rule out
there.
Yes, launch 100%. We know
it's
launch
probably her apron.
Maybe that's why it fits so well.
She was baby sized, right?
She's tiny. Like I think Chi-Chi's in the kitchen too, but I like any of the other fighters. Like does Yamcha know how to make any food? No, he can't really fight or cut his hair to save his life. But maybe he
got
can
Postmates every night.
Okay. So Yamcha out.
Yeah.
Piccolo also out. Don't eat this stuff.
Here's water. Enjoy. With that I flavored with other water. And I garnished with, I don't know, this fist.
It's an Namekian delicacy. Passed down from generations.
I remember whenever I sip this water, I have a Ratatouille flashback to when I was a boy drinking my first glass of water.
I bet here's a I'm reaching all the way back. I'm reaching well far back. I think Dog President makes a mean omelet over rice.
An amu rice.
Yeah, an amu rice. Yeah.
I can I can see that. Something simple. You know how like presidents have like these weird favorite dishes? I think like Nixon's was like, boy, I do love cottage cheese. I think that's a real thing. I think his favorite food was like cottage cheese.
I love cottage cheese.
Jeez.
Delicious.
Not quite milk, not quite cheese. Cottage. Cottage.
If you ever want to chew milk, cottage cheese is the thing for you.
I do like cottage cheese. You're making me not like it. But it's definitely like, I don't even think it's in the top 1,000 of like food I would want to eat versus other foods. I can see, Dog President, like he's coming in with like that one dish every time.
I make it for my kids.
Scruffy.
The whole litter. They love amu rice.
Samantha.
I feel like Mercenary Tao before he was roboticized probably made a fair good meal on the road during his assassinations.
I mean, it's either he did love luxury. I think when he was waiting for that one outfit, he was just soaking in a hot spring, right?
That's true. So maybe he wouldn't be the cookinest fool.
He's definitely a judge.
He's a judge. King Kai's a judge.
He Mercenary Tao sticks his little tongue in the dish. It flies off the plate. I can't taste this. It keeps getting away from me.
Your food is too weak to taste.
King Kai sweating bullets, trying to think of puns for everything.
Holland days gone by.
Wait, do you like it or not? That didn't explain anything.
Breezy cheesy.
Okay. King Kai's having a stroke. Let's go to commercial. Look, if you want, clearly this is our best improv work today. And if you
Absolutely
want some
flawless.
sort of, I don't know, half-hour special about Dragon Ball characters in a cooking competition, I don't know how you can get that. I don't
Like,
have any stipulation.
It could be like one of those weird Toei animation crossover things where it's like the KHP boys and the Dragon Ball franchise come together for an Iron Chef type scenario. Just throwing that out there. The internet
I guess
can make
yell
that
at
happen,
us.
right? Yeah,
Maybe that's how we'll do it. If I get yelled at about something, I'll do it.
this is true.
Speaking of getting yelled at, Tien, he lands on the island like a big creep, walks in to pick up his clown son. He's like, hey, I'm going to go train. Also, Goku and Krillin are on their way. See ya.
Yeah. I don't know if in yours, Tien got the almost villainous music entrance.
A little bit.
They played him in like he was going to blow up Kame House because Chiaotzu was hanging out in after school care when he wasn't supposed to be there.
He should be in bed by now. We're on Mark Wahlberg's schedule. We got to go to bed by 7.
And he does. He just says, he's like, Chiaotzu, we're leaving. And Roshi asks, like, you're going to tell us something. He goes, no, the others will, when they get here, Krillin will explain everything. Like, I did not get this characterization for Tien. Maybe it's trying to say he's so shell shocked he can't communicate anything yet because he just got his ass handed to him by androids. I don't know.
That is what I took away from it, is that he's just, the only thing the man knows how to do is train.
Mm-hmm.
And that's how he's going to train his feelings away. And we're going to go back to a plane in the sky with Krillin just letting Chi-Chi know everything and Yamcha know everything that's going on. Chi-Chi has a little freak out, and it's a gag where you think she's freaking out about the androids, but really it's just, oh my God, a free moment. Gohan, study.
Yep. I did like this conversation ended up that like Krillin and Trunks and Gohan are having, and I guess Yamcha as well. They're talking about like what Trunks's travel back in the past actually did. We get into like parallel universe theory kind of. And Trunks like eventually comes to the conclusion, he's like, oh, what I did and my traveling to the past wasn't necessarily to save my future, but it was more so to correct or to change the future of this dimension or this timeline. So we're understanding that Trunks' interference changes the reality of the existing timeline in a way that could save, like, as we learned, like it saved Goku from the heart disease and subsequently like has staved off the death of everybody else. But it doesn't erase the androids who were activated in his reality, nor would it change the fact that if he went back into the past any further to kill the androids before they were awakened, that it would necessarily like save Goku's life. Something like that. Have I talked myself into a multiverse?
Yeah, there's several Vinces now. This is a divergent point.
Here we go. I've always wanted this.
It's the one situation.
Yeah.
A version of you is going to come through that door to beat your ass to gain your power.
Mm-hmm. Oh, they don't make them like that anymore.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You can have your everything everywhere all at once. I want Jet Li kicking Jet Li's ass.
I know.
By a flaming helicopter on a rooftop of a police station in 2042. That's what I want.
Where the end scene is just him in a prison dimension. And he's like, I love this actually, because I get to fight everyone.
Yeah. Infinite Jet Li's to fight.
In mine, I think this is what happens. It's not that he comes to the conclusion that that's what he's been doing, but it was kind of Bulma's plan all along. Like she knew this was like a multiverse thing. Mm-hmm. Though she was either one, it'd be nice if there was one universe where the androids didn't kill everyone. Or maybe Trunks can find a weakness in the past. Or if push comes to shove, we'll just bring Goku back to the future with us and he can fight these androids here, which is the best option. And why didn't we do that?
True. Why didn't he do that?
At some point, that's a movie, if nothing else.
That's a good movie.
Oh, Krillin has to go with him.
Uh-huh.
To watch his wife die at the hands of his best friend.
Good Lord. Dragon Ball finally went there in the newest super movie.
Mm-hmm. It's future Trunks coming back and be like, you're supposed to help me out.
Whatever happened to that?
Quid pro quo.
Mm-hmm. I kill your Frieza, you kill my androids. That's how it's supposed to go.
Yeah. I mean, technically, no time has passed for me since I was in the future. And you have almost, I was just kind of waiting for you to get I was waiting for you to go Super Saiyan God.
Yeah.
And then I don't know if you get a weird musical number with like weird chorus vocals as Trunks has a flash forward where he's like, so remember that scene in Terminator, the first Terminator, and Kyle Reese, Michael Biehn, is dreaming. There's a respite from the Terminator for a little bit. He's dreaming about the future, and it's like that hallway, and like everyone's just like a bum and covered in like dirt.
Yeah.
And then a Terminator comes in and just blows everyone away. Trunks has that same exact dream, but it's with music.
I didn't know that was a reference to that directly, but it sounds like it's 100% that.
It's almost beat for beat, especially like with 17 coming in with a gun.
Yeah. I thought to myself, wait, they don't have guns. They don't need guns. Why in the future does 17 just have a gun?
That's cold.
Cold-blooded.
It's the thing they least expect.
In my notes, I said, are we meant to believe that the androids also killed Bulma while Trunks is gallivanting through time?
I don't
or is that
know.
it's just a tone piece for the flash forward?
There's a lot of weird dream things in here.
Yeah.
But there's just a huge, I couldn't say. I want to say she's still alive because I feel like he would freak out more if she wasn't.
I guess in my version, it felt like Trunks was withholding still some of the story.
Oh.
But I don't know if that's just, the pacing of the dialogue and I'm reading just a little too much into it. But that's my job.
I mean, who could say? It's clearly just like a PTSD freak out because we do cut back to the plane and he's like, "Oh, sorry. Whoops. My bad.
How long was I gone?"
I have a mental illness. My bad.
uh, and like I think Trunks is feeling a little defeated by like with his efforts not really changing all that much.
Mhm.
Um, but and then I felt like this was almost as unhinged as the images that we saw. But Chi goes, "But you saved Goku, and that's all that matters." That's what Chi says, and I was like, "Wait a minute, Chi. Like he's basically saved the planet thus far. Like there's more than just Goku's life at stake. But yes, we're all happy that Goku will survive this. Um,
That all that matters thing is definitely added in your dub.
yeah,
She's just like, "You saved Goku," and I'm like, "Thank you. You weren't." Because it becomes this pylon of like everyone's like, "Yeah, don't worry, Trunks. Don't have a flashback, Trunks. You're doing great."
Don't think about your past trauma, Trunks. We're all having a good time with you here.
Yeah, Trunks, to bury that deep down inside and never think about it again.
And maybe this is, and they try to do a little bit of levity in mine. And Krillin's like, besides, we're all safe now thanks to me. I think he's, going on about his plan to move Goku. His big brain scheme was to move Goku. Um, so I don't know. This like it didn't have the satisfying like tail end that this scene should have. In mine, at least, it didn't feel very like tonally set in anything. But
Mine was also kind of dumb because it is Krillin just like, "Hey, don't worry, we'll figure a way out. Something will come up, right? I mean, it's done it in the past, so it'll do it again, right? Correct, right?" And
we just
yeah,
get those questions as we go to commercial. We'll be back when we come back, right? Right? Right?
huh? Vince, I mean, I think you've been watching Wall Street. Money never sleeps. Because you've been
Yeah.
wheeling and dealing behind my back.
I've done a bit of backroom dealing. I'm
Some
exercising my
insider.
right. I'm exercising my right as an independent capitalist to to make deals and make moves. And I just wanted to shout out Aaron.
Mhm.
Shout out Sam over at Och Anime. That's www.ochanime.com. It's right down there on the bottom of the screen. Sam makes anime inspired teas, and Sam is a fan of the podcast,
Not
reached out.
shirts for the listening audience.
Not tea shirts,
the
the kind that
drinking
you
kind.
drink, that you
Mhm.
brew, that you steep in hot water. And we've been sent some Kamea Energy tea from Och Anime from Sam, and just wanted to talk about it real quick on the pod and say thank you so much for this delicious papaya and strawberry infused green tea. I'm sipping on it right now
You've been sipping on
as
it
we
this whole
record.
time.
It's given me the energy. Energy levels over 9,000, no doubt, to keep on podcasting. And just another huge thank you to Sam. And you can get not only the tea, but this lovely mug over on
Mhm.
ochanime.com. So check it out, try it for yourself. And again, thank you, Sam.
Thank you very much, Sam. I gotta say, I also tried some of this tea. It's very flavorful. It's a nice, clean strawberry flavor. Some green teas that I've had in the past have they can have like a funky kind of aftertaste or like a weird kind of mouthfeel at the end. This one has a lot less of that. It's very clean and nice. I part of me is like, oh, I bet this would be a good iced tea
Oh,
to give it a
yeah.
try.
Hmm.
But this tea rules, I gotta say.
It's very
Um,
good. And yeah, check out ochanime.com and get yours.
they've got a black tea that's Death Note inspired. I know there's an herbal tea if you don't want to deal with the caffeine. There's teas.
Yeah.
Get some. I don't know.
Get to sipping.
Yeah. Stop simping, start sipping.
Ooh, I like
Sam,
that.
you can use that one for free. Here's all right. Should we pitch some teas?
Oh yeah. Well, let's pitch some other teas. How
Okay.
about a Dragon of the Dark Tea Flame, a Hiei / Yu Yu Hakusho inspired black tea
Okay.
with blackberry.
Very nice. I like that. I like a nice white tea. So perhaps I'm trying to think where something Demon Slayer. Whoever the head of the Hashira is, he's pretty pale.
Oh yeah.
Like I think a white like an elderberry. I'm just naming berries here. Whatever something purple to match his infectious disease on his face that made him blind. That's appetizing, right?
Yeah, it's delicious. Or what about the Lemillion lemon tea?
Ooh.
Get that little zing in the morning.
I'm gonna I'm gonna save 1 million people from being unrefreshed
With that tea. I'm trying to think of one. Oh, here it is. Here's the last one. This is a good one.
Okay.
The King Piccolo matcha green tea.
That's it.
Daimo.
Yeah. Every day is King Piccolo Day with this matcha tea. So says Dog President.
Thanks, Sam.
Thank you so much.
Hi there, my name's Max Newland. My friends and I love anime, but you don't have to take my word for it.
Hello, my name is Max Kostrak, and I have a confession today. I do love anime.
Hey there, my name is Stevie Matos, and I love anime like I love yogurt parfaits.
I watch it, I engage with it, and I think about it a lot.
Give me a good bed of mechs, sprinkled with some harem anime, a slice of life, and some little dabs of a sports anime. Let's go.
Now, doesn't that sound delicious? Join us every Monday at the After School Anime Club, a podcast where we play fun games and talk through the anime classics of the 90s and 2000s. That's the After School Anime Club, available now on your podcatcher of choice.
You know, those androids are still driving around, still having that same conversation of why don't they go kill Goku? Even 16 is like, I know his address. Here it is. This Goku does get doxxed in this episode.
Yes. We all know where Goku lives. Let's not abuse that privilege, everyone.
Send him nice things. Foods. Thank you cards.
Additional antidotes.
Yeah, if you've got spare heart medicine, throw it in there.
Throw some baby aspirin in a box, send it to Goku.
Throw it,
Do we need to send Goku's of a certain age? Do we need to send him Cologuard?
Yeah. Here's a box of heart healthy Cheerios. Everything's home. He's never eaten out, you know?
That's right.
He's eating home cooked meat. He's fine.
Mm-hmm.
He's eating as much as he eats, he's eating healthier than all of us, I gotta say.
I bet you his calorie in and calorie out, he's always in the negative. That's why he stays so lean. But I don't know if you've had this where you've eaten something super late at night and then you've had a really, really, really weird dream.
Maybe once or twice or several hundred times.
Because I feel like this is happening to Goku. Because after the androids, we get a cut to Goku dreaming about the androids finding him in a shack. Krillin and Gohan step up to stop them. They are killed in one shot.
I'm laughing not at the death of Krillin and Gohan, which is you just see their dead eyes.
Yes.
But like, why is he in the shack? Why is he dreaming about being in a shack?
Why is he dreaming about the shack? How does he know to dream about the color of, like, he dreams about the actual truck they're driving in? Um,
It's that horror movie thing of like the doors open and the headlights are shining through the door.
mhm.
So it's even more ominous. I mean,
Goku
look,
cannot attack within the dream state. Um, Chi steps up to protect her husband from the androids, and I was very surprised by this act of violence and the one that follows, because 18 grabs Chi by the neck and snaps it.
like her head pushes back.
Yeah, true horror. And then the second and most horrifying thing that we see in this episode is Trunks getting run through by his own sword, and there's blood on the blade. Like,
It's a rough sequence. The Chi thing really got. I'm like, oh damn.
mhm.
You can. I'm fine. Look, I'm fine with a hole being blasted in Yamcha.
Yeah.
We've seen that. That's
Yeah,
old
yeah,
hat.
Mhm.
Leave Chi out of this.
Yeah, Chi didn't ask for this. Chi's
Mhm.
just trying to keep her husband alive.
Husband alive, son educated,
Mm-hmm.
green uncle out of the house.
Yes. Green Uncle has his own place now.
Mhm.
She's just making moves for her family.
Yeah, it's a very horrible dream sequence. 17 gives the finishing blow, a jab into the heart. Cut to Goku in the real world. He's just dreaming. Scream sleeping.
Mm-hmm.
And they give him a little 5-hour energy to lull him back to sleep.
No jittery feeling with all that guarana.
Mm-hmm. Goku screaming because he's got that 2 p.m. feeling.
He's got 4 more hours to his day.
I know. There's a big meeting coming up. You can't doze in that.
No way. It's a bad look for the company. But you know what's a good look, Aaron?
What's that?
Vegeta in the rain.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's our next scene. It's just Vegeta with 18's words echoing in his head. You trained so hard for so little. How sad. Over and over and over and over again. Then Vegeta eventually powers up, goes Super Saiyan, has a monologue about the Super Saiyan. They're supposed to be unbeatable. Maybe I'm not quite there yet. I overestimated my own abilities. What I really need to do is ascend. I need to ascend further to become the legendary Super Saiyan. And then I loved this last line, and he says, and then Kakarot, I will see you bow before your prince.
Ooh. I bet if you asked him nicely, though.
Yeah.
Sure. All right, here I go. Bow.
Good wait, you actually did it.
Mm-hmm. Wait, did you want I forget the Japanese term for it, but where I'm face down, ass up?
That's the way I like to bow.
All right, here we go. Whoop.
Oh my God, he did it.
Oh my God, he admitted it.
Oh my, I just watched
Yeah.
I just watched the new I Think You Should Leave. Oh my God, he admitted.
I love that show. All right, anything else? Can we fight now?
Just one more deep bow for your prince.
Deep bow. How much deep? What am I, digging a hole?
Yes, like an ostrich hiding from my greatness.
All right, head's going in. I'm just digging the hole with my head as I push down.
Good God, Kakarot. Stop it, Kakarot. This is like
This is
one of
what
those
you
new
wanted?
prank shows where somebody just goes way too far.
Oh, with Johnny Knoxville and
Eric Andre.
mm-hmm.
I forget the third. Lisa Lampanelli.
And see.
It's
Now there's a name I have not heard in quite some time.
she's the queen of the roasts. Where's she
Mhm.
gone?
She got, I don't know.
She hasn't touched her roast money.
Yeah, she
She's
lives off her
Lenoing
stand-up.
it. She lives off her stand-up.
If you're
Oh,
Lisa
gosh.
Lampinetti, write in and let us know how you're doing.
Yeah, Lisa, we know you're out there.
Mm-hmm.
We know you've gotten into anime since your historic run on Comedy Central in the early 2000s into the 2010s.
What a trend I'm glad is done.
Right? But here's
Would
a
you-
trend I hope continue. Oh, wait, what were you going to say?
I was just going to ask you, would you ever want to have a roast done on you?
No,
Yeah, me neither.
I don't get it. I don't get
I'm
the
too
appeal.
sensitive.
Yes. I don't want you to hurt my feelings
I'm a little baby.
under the guise of we respect you so much. We're going to point out every bad thing you've ever done and probably say you have a small penis.
All of your personal flaws, writ large.
Your personal struggles with any kind of addiction or mental health
Mhm.
issues, they're all fair game.
Nothing's off limits.
Mm-mm.
Any death of a loved one. Oh,
Fair
it's getting run up that flagpole, baby.
There's no oversight on this show. It's a roast. But Aaron, would I like to be on the panel for the eventual Comedy Central roast of Nick Cannon? Yes.
You have to.
It's me and all his kids.
You could sneak in there.
Yeah,
as a
he
child.
wouldn't notice. He wouldn't notice.
You have to hug him at the end though, to let him know it was all in good fun. That's the only way we can get away with it.
But I'm taping a kick me sign to his back.
There you go. Thank you.
Or no,
Impregnate me.
put a condom on me, please. Free vasectomies on this guy.
Yeah, if you go on a second date, we'll pay for the vasectomy. This is good back to basics Kame house party.
This is that
Roasting.
pure stuff.
The only person deserving of a roast, Nick Cannon.
God. Now what? Look, I think here's the thing.
You about to work on your set? What's going on?
I'm working on a bunch of stuff. I'm touring as Nick Cannon roast comedian.
You got
It's
any
just
jokes
me.
about his turban?
Turban should be swerving to vasectomy clinic.
To the anti-fertility clinic. a place that exists, probably.
Exactly. Oh God, I wanted to make a Planned Parenthood pun, but nothing's coming to mind. Oh man, Nick Cannon, just stop.
Stop.
Cut it out.
Quit trying to Epstein.
Yeah, what the hell, man?
Mm-mm.
Just make Drumline 2.
Truly, like this is a deep cut for people who are fans of other podcasts, but truly the alimony Tony of the real world.
Absolutely.
Dude loves the stuff.
Oh, loves it. He's gonna be paying child support. It's gonna end up on our fucking GDP.
Look, speaking of child support, Krillin gets elected to call Bulma to fill her on the situation of her child. And then before Bulma gets on the phone, in mine, there's some strange voice. It's not Paunchy, but some woman's voice saying, "Oh, Mistress Bulma, yes, I'll go get her right now." A robot maid.
I think it's got to be one of the robot maids, because I also got the receptionist in mind.
Do they say Mistress Bulma?
No, they just say Miss Bulma.
Ooh,
Yeah, they just say, "Oh, Miss Bulma, let me go get her." No, 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 no. Real
Um,
salt of the earth operator.
just a straight. Why? It's like, quick, we have to fill in 15 seconds of this episode. Make it an operator.
Have it routed through Albuquerque. That's what they always did in the Looney Tunes cartoons.
Look, hold music, too expensive. Getting one of the animators to come in and do a voice, free.
Free, yeah.
So but now Bulma's on the line. It's now time for the mystery to be revealed. Bulma goes on to explain that some bumpkins found a Capsule Corp machine. And upon further investigation, it doesn't seem like it's a Capsule Corp machine that actually exists until they send her a picture of it, which she then faxes to a plane.
Yes, I had my notes. A fucking fax? Rad.
Have you ever faxed?
Mm-hmm.
That's
My dad was like he has an office, or he had an office when I was younger that wasn't too far from home. And I would, if I was home alone and he was in his office, I could like fax him a question about how to make something at home, or like fax him like, "Hey, when are you going to be home?" Dot matrix style. It was very cool.
Would he fax you back?
No, he would just call.
Oh. But you wouldn't call him.
No, because
I guess
I
he was
got fax
busy.
permissions.
You gotta, if you have access to a fax, you gotta fax.
You gotta use it.
On my mission, because I'm old. Secrets of the Mormon Church. Missionaries, they keep
Secrets
records.
of the Mormon Church.
There is paperwork involved. How many hours we did certain things. Who were we talking to? We had to fax those, because we're all on paper. We had to fax those numbies in to the mission office. So either they could be like, "Good job," or like, "You didn't do everything." And like, of course, we're little liars about what we did. Yeah, we totally worked this many hours.
Look, everybody's very truthful on their timesheets. Nobody just puts 40 hours on their timesheets and sends it in. No.
There's not just some bucket that no one really looks at that I just put a bunch of hours in because it's been 3 weeks and I don't quite remember what we were doing.
Oh, yeah, look at that. But
it equals to 40.
Yeah, it all equals to 40. But I was going to say, there could be people listening to this, watching this, that have never interacted or know what a fax machine is.
That's true. Well, if you watch the episode, it's pretty self-explanatory. It's how you send pictures to planes.
It's a ground to plane communication only. No, but it was it's a form of communication over a landline, right? It got its own phone. Your fax machine got its own phone number, and you could send messages to the fax machine to be printed out via that landline connection. I think that's it, right?
Pretty much.
It could be images, like files.
Yeah.
Like if you need an email fax to someone.
Physical PDF.
A physical PDF. Yes. Oh my God. I'm so old.
Because I think you could legally send over a contract, documents that needed to be signed. The person could sign them and then fax that signed copy back over. And you have an original for you, and the people that need your signature had just how. Oh my! Thank God. Thank you, PDF.
Yeah, I was just thinking, like, I used to have to have some certain documents that I worked with in triplicate. Like they had like those two like negative things that you could tear off
that carbon paper, baby.
Yeah, the carbon
copy.
paper. Oh my God. To make a carbon copy. Oh, it used to all be real.
Again, on my mission, whenever we baptized someone, there was a little book we had, and we had to fill everything out, and there was carbon copy. We had to make sure the thingy was in the middle of 2 sheets so it would copy over.
I don't know why this is affecting me so much.
Well, you're still a young man. I've had more experience with the world shifting underneath my feet than you have, and you are at the age now where it's beginning.
It seems to just like I didn't know that I would be so nostalgic for the noises of a fax machine.
Mm-hmm.
Golly,
taking up the phone line.
Yeah, taking up a whole phone, half a room because they were so big.
They were gigantic. I think we found ours at like a Goodwill type place.
I'm sure there's a Goodwill right now that has a fax machine in it. Jesus.
I don't know. I bet you couldn't find a fax machine in like, for you, yeah, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
For me, I bet like I couldn't find one in like 100-mile radius. It'd be a trek.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. And whoever is selling it, it's like, it's worth $5,000. It's a piece
That's
of
what
Americana.
I paid for it. That's what I paid for it.
But somebody to get back to the episode, this final sequence, the image that is faxed to the plane is that of the time capsule that Trunks flew in on. But he's got the time capsuled in his pack. So what's going on here?
And it looks like it's wrecked. It looks like it's in The Last of Us. Part 2. It's been there forever.
We, like Chiaotzu, are like furrowing our brow at this. Like, how could this be?
Yeah. We're flexing as we grip a pan.
I just made ramen noodles. Look at my guns. But yeah, that's kind of the cliffhanger we end this episode on, is a time capsule overgrown, covered in moss. How did it get
time
there?
Machine.
A second time machine.
First off, never go to a second time machine.
No, never go to a second time machine. Stick to one, get home before midnight.
Yep. Or, I mean, which is possible in your time machine.
Exactly. It's infinitely possible in your time machine.
No excuses. But yeah, that is it for this episode. Whose time machine is that? Why is there a giant hole in the bubble? Why are there probably insect-like remains inside? Who could say?
Who could say? Not us. Not until next week.
Yeah. But what we can say is, again, thank you for listening and for sticking with us. I know we've had a few weeks of kind of up in the air scheduling, but I think a lot of the travel and stuff is done for a while. So we should be pretty consistent for a good long bit. We got an email.
We got an email.
Give it a little read. So this is from Master Researcher Nick, who writes in. They write, "Congrats on hitting 300 episodes in 7 years. Here's to another 7, 8 if we're lucky." Oh no.
What does Nick know that we don't?
8 if we're lucky.
This episode, is Big Cannon gonna come get me?
Big Cannon.
That's the Big Nick Cannon, the media conglomerate.
The Papa Cannon.
Papa Cannon, he's coming for me.
Daddy Nick. What do his kids call him? Papa, Daddy, Dad, money bags,
money
trust
bags.
fund.
Wilding out check.
You want to wilding out of here unless you have the child support.
Hell yeah.
Nick continues to write. This episode, the one we just watched, was a weird one going back to. Didn't know the Japanese version had a song Didn't even play when I had the English dub with the Japanese track. So I went back and listened to it in Japanese. So that was fun. Okay, so it's confirmed. Also, here's a lot of caps. Holy shit, how the hell did I watch this as a kid? I remember Goku's dream with his loved ones dying, Trunks' blood on his own sword, everything. How the hell is this the same show where Marin wanted to stoop Turtle only weeks ago? Keep fighting, Master Researcher Nick. You know what? I appreciate the long con of getting us to think about Marin's bestiality.
Oh,
well
played, Nick.
Nicholas.
Nick, you did it to us. Like, I don't even know there's much to say there, because Nick is right. Nick is 1,000% right. This show is off the rails.
If Toriyama's not around to let him know what the plot is, they go nuts.
They do whatever they want. They change Tien's whole vibe.
Let's snap a mom's neck.
Yeah,
why not?
They did shot for shot remake of Terminator stuff without Toriyama at the helm.
The ship goes awry.
Yeah. My God.
Ooh, Kai better have kept the turtle thing, the Marin and Turtle thing, or no thanks.
Or more reason for that remake we're calling for.
Well, they just change it from like her wanting to kiss him to like, I was giving you mouth to mouth.
You were drowning, dummy.
Yeah. Turtles can't swim.
Oh, you're right. I guess I'll just disappear for the rest of the series. Bye-bye.
Better drink some soup first. Turtles can't slurp. They got beaks.
They have lips.
Thank you, Nick, for writing in. Again, thank you all for listening. If you have some KHP research or anything you want to send us, 1 minute roundup. Maybe you want to get in contact with us because you have some wonderful products you want us to try and maybe talk about on the episode. We're easy. Just write to us at kamehousepartypod@gmail.com. You can find us on most of the socials, Twitter, Instagram. You find us over on twitch.tv/kamehouseparty. Wednesdays, we are doing KHP Live. We're playing a variety of games and having a variety of fun. Saturdays, of course, are on Saturday, where Vince, if you want a very mellow stream for reasons, wink, wink, for legal reasons, wink, wink.
Legal reasons, yes.
For state legal reasons. For federal, if you're a government contractor, do not watch this stream.
Do not watch this stream if you work for the government or an airline. Don't do it.
Yeah. And of course, we are a part. Two more things, almost there. We do have a Patreon, patreon.com/kamehouseparty. If you want to support us financially, that is the best place to do it at. We don't make any new bonus content, but there's a year and a half worth of bonus content that is available over on the Patreon to all backers. And of course, we are a part of the Moonshot Network. Wonderful shows, wonderful people. The Moon Carnival, our charity stream for Trans Lifeline, just ended. Vince, I was unable to be a part of that, but Vince, you were on some of the shows. You want to talk a little bit about what happened there?
It was a wonderful experience over at the Moon Carnival, twitch.tv/Moonshot Network. And yeah, we raised over $7,000 for Trans Lifeline over 3 days, streams from 3 to 10, maybe 11 with the stretch goals. It's such a great community. It was for such a great cause. I think their archived stuff is still up on the network, so go ahead and take a look at that. Feel free to donate to Trans Lifeline. It's one of the most worthy causes that you could donate to right now for obvious reasons. So yeah, can't wait to do more stuff with the Moonshot Network like that, and just hang out and be a part of such a great community. So yeah, check it out. twitch.tv/Moonshot Network.
All right. And yeah, I think that's about it. Vince, you know what time it is. You know what you got to do.
Oh yeah, haven't done it in a while, but let me stretch out because whether you are having nightmares or you're cooking and booking, wow, that really came out weird.
Take
you
two.
Gotta leave it in. Leave it in, baby. Keep
5 ago.
With that outro, Vince needs to bow down to me. Prince of all outro. Watch this. Whether you're about to become legendary or your power level is just too scary, keep fighting.